Hi, my name is Sandra Allen, and the theory that I'll be reporting on is the social judgment theory. I would like to add this is a very complex theory, and it has been challenging to say the least, but I must admit that I've learned a lot about it and about its founders. Social judgment theory is based on a concept that when we receive messages, we immediately decide where that message will be stored in our minds. This theory was developed by Muzafer Sherif and two of his colleagues, one of which was his wife Carolyn, and the other a colleague by the name of Carl Hovland. Mr. Sherif is one of the founders of social psychology. He was born in Turkey in 1906, and after receiving his BA in 1926, 2 years later, moved to the United States, where he attended Harvard University and received his master's degree. Then, later on, he attended Columbia University, where he received his PhD. People, in making the decision, have three positions on the judgment scale. They are latitude of acceptance. This is when the person accepts the message. Latitude of rejection. This is when the person rejects the message. And then latitude of non-commitment. And this is when the person has absolutely no interest in the message whatsoever. The decision that we make is determined on how we feel about the particular subject at that time. This is based on ego involvement. Our text defines ego involvement as our sense of the personal relevance of an issue. We have our own internal anchors, and our anchors we use as a standard, so to speak. How the particular subject measures against our standard will be determined by our past experiences with that subject, but it also depends on our current situation. For example, my mom's potato salad. So tasty. We love it. But I'm familiar with what her potato salad tastes like, and my taste bud has become accustomed to it. So when I'm asked at, let's say, a church function or birthday party, if I would like to have some potato salad, I try the potato salad, but I will either dislike it or I'll find it tastes better than what I'm used to. My mom's potato salad, you see, is that anchor. It's that standard, what I have it to measure by. Well, let's say I love the taste of crab salad. Okay? What I'm saying depends on current situation. I love crab salad. The very last time I ate crab salad, I had a bad situation with it. I had a bad allergic reaction. So when I'm asked if I want some, automatically I refrain because it takes me back to a memory, a traumatic memory that I don't want to revisit again. So I usually say no, thank you. Jay Mallard, who is a researcher who wrote on the subject of engaging students in social judgment theory, in a 2010 article in Communication Teacher stated, the result of any research would identify the student who is subject to social judgment theory, but would also look for changes in attitude based on ego involvement. In the art of persuasion, a person's position on any given subject can take place on these changes, based on these changes. All students are subject to social judgment theory. We've established that. But how the student feels about the message will always be a factor based on their foundational principles and their past experiences. My thought is that the decision-making process can be a good experience if that person has received favorable foundational building in their most vulnerable years of life. I'm speaking of with youngsters, for instance, or with anyone, really. I'm speaking of having a good, stable home life, a good biblical education, and a loving family or a group of support, people who support them, around them. Then, when a person is approached with a decision to either be persuaded or not, they will have the ability to pull from those internal anchors that will help to guide them into making healthy decisions versus decisions that can be detrimental to their success. I believe that our internal anchor is our conscience, which in most cases is God speaking to our hearts. In Proverbs 22:6, it states, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart. Social judgment theory We all fall prey to it, but what God has brought us to, He will surely allow us to survive it. Social judgment theory. We all fall prey, but we all can overcome with the good biblical foundation. Good biblical foundation that starts with the anchor of God.